Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hai, Assalamualaikum.
Hai, Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum. I'm doing great. Thank you.
I am doing pretty good right now. I'm doing really well.
I'm fine. Thank you.
I am so far so good. Thank you.
I'm fine. Honestly, our life have been changed by the coronavirus pandemic. I really miss hanging out with my friends, family before COVID exists, where we don't have to wear masks all the time and also keep social distancing. Furthermore, I also miss visiting my grandma and cousins that live far away from my place because due to the pandemic, cross-country is not allowed.
I really miss making program in UMS for students due to the pandemic. Too many programs that have been planned cannot be run, such as Tamu Gadang. Not only that, I also miss traveling abroad and the country.
I actually miss a lot of simple things like going to a movie theaters, hanging out with my friends, packing up clothes for vacation, and mostly the freedom of going out without the need to wear masks.
I really miss out to go out with my friends, dinner out with my family, going to class with friends, chit-chatting, because when I go out, it really releases my stress. I will forget all my problems.
What I miss the most is when I can spend my day with my friends in college. The time when we meet each other at the lecture hall, where I can interact with them, talk with them about our day, and share what we do together.
I miss a lot about the life before pandemic. Throughout the lockdown, I have learned what actually matters in life and not to take the little things for granted. I miss walking to class and catching up with my friends. Online classes are extremely tough, and I never thought I have to do university like this when this year is my final year. I miss being around other students and studying in class with
As I am more to extrovert person, I can say that it is still important to be in social contact with other people, whether they are your family, friends, or stranger. You are biologically programmed to be a social being. You will go nuts if you can contact or connect with other people, because we human have an emotional being such as hunger, reproduction, the need to be belong. These are some fundamental factor of need of human, which are nearly impossible if we exclude it from our
I
life.
think the importance of having a social life is a lot, but for me, I think it is beneficial to our self-confidence, our health, and our happiness. The reason I mention health is family members will help us to deal with the stress of everyday life. or we can also contact our friends to help us to work out any problems we are going through. I think by having a healthy social life, you can easily seek for help because it's best not to ignore your emotions, especially as a student. Making friends and connecting closely with each other is as important as getting a good grades.
Yes, we live in society, we live for society. Therefore, social life is also equally important along with the personal life.
Yes, it is very important for us because life becomes better when we are connected. Having a social life is fun and also important for our mental health. Lately, COVID-19 has become a barrier to our social life, but it will not stop us to stay connected with our family and friends. We can connect with them through Skype, WhatsApp, and many other media platforms.
Yes, I realize how important social life is in my life. Meeting new people is a part of our life. Since being in college, I have formed lifelong relationship and professional relationship with my professor. By forming these great bonds with people, it is preparing for the workforce of the real world where I'm going to begin my career.
Yes, I realize that social life is important because we as a people, we really need to interact with other people in our daily life.
The don'ts in socializing would be do not criticize or judge people too quick. Although judgment is a natural instinct, try to catch yourself before you speak because remember you cannot get your words back. Try to rephrase your thought into a positive one because after all we never know what kind of battle certain people are fighting. For instance, if your friend is looking for a moral support, for example, instead of saying maybe you have not done your best or you should at least be grateful that blah blah blah, you can actually say I believe in you or I am sorry you are going through this, because I believe Islam taught us to have an empathy and be sympathy towards people.
Yes, of course. First one is do not use foul language in social media because in this modern era, everyone is using social media in connecting and socializing with others. However, there is a basic etiquette in using social media, especially in Islam, which is using foul language and cursing are not appreciated because the words that comes out from a man's mouth reveal his intellectual breadth and his moral nature, where it can give a bad image to Islam itself. The second one is do not post anything immodest. This is because posting comments or pictures that are related to sexism is not an act of a Muslim, because it will give a bad image to Islam. Moreover, Islam encourages modesty and it is an important part of our faith. So, in socializing, especially in social media, it is better if we avoid this kind of things.
Do not overdo in social media. For example, posting too often on your business social profile can be just as harmful as not posting often enough. Posting too much will lead social media user to unfollow or block you for spamming.
In socializing, please do not spill the secret to others. A secret is any piece of information that's intentionally hidden from someone else. It is because when you spill secret, the situation might happen if the person gains a strategic advantage from having information that other people don't have. Therefore, if we don't stick the people's secret, many people won't believe in us anymore.
Okay, for me, the various done in socializing is do not be awkward when talking to other people. Okay, first you need to do is find the humor. If conversation has become awkward, considering doing something to lighten the mood. You can do this by telling funny jokes or finding the humor in your current situation. Keeping the mood light will help to break the ice and move the conversation. Next, in keeping the conversation to be not awkward, you can ask a question. Like perhaps you in a conversation that is awkward because you really don't know anything about the other person. In this situation, it is the best to ask question to try and find mutual interest that can turn into a conversation.
In socializing, we must respect others in order for them to respect us back. So here, there are some things that we should not do in socializing. For example, when we go outing with our friend, sometimes we don't realize that we are gossip about our other friends and backbiting them. People love gossip, especially for women. What more shocking, they are not aware about the consequences of gossip or backbiting their friends. Backbiting is one of the most harmful and sinful tongue disease as it has negative impact on Muslim society. However, many people take it lightly, not aware about the consequences. In Hadith, it said the punishment for backbiting people is Allah will take away from your good deed account and give the one you hurt as an act of compensation. The way to prevent backbiting or gossiping is we must strengthen our faith and instill fear of Allah in all of our actions. So, we must to avoid backbiting or gossiping.
In socializing, please do not spill the secret to others. A secret is any piece of information that's intentionally hidden from someone else. It is because when you spill secret, the situation might happen if the person gains a strategic advantage from having information that other people don't have. Therefore, if we don't stick the people's secret, many people won't believe in us anymore.